Alright, this is Boxeomundial and I'm here with Emanuel Steward, one of the best boxing trainers in the game. How you feeling, Mr. Steward?
I feel very good. Excited about the fight coming up.
But today at Sergio Martinez and Sergiy Dzinziruk's press conference, what can you tell us about this fight?
Well, I don't know that much about the opponent. I know that Martinez is just a beautiful fighter to watch. His style, the showmanship that he exhibits, not just his boxing skills, but he's a complete package. And his last fight with Paul Williams, where he had one of the most dramatic one-punch knockouts ever in the history of boxing, and maybe the most impressive victories in any sport, projected him into the superstar status. And he's the type of a guy that you want to see fight, regardless of who the opponent is.
Do you think we'll see another spectacular knockout by Martinez?
I don't necessarily think that he'll have a great, spectacular knockout. It's going to be almost impossible to top his performance against Paul Williams. That's one of the things that is up against him. Whatever he does, it's going to be a secondary to his last performance with Williams. But I think this is just a fight that's necessary. He has to get out of the way, and he'll move forward to some other bigger fights after this.
Well, can you tell us about Miguel Cotto? Any new updates on the camp?
Miguel Cotto is looking very good in the training camp, much better than he did for his last fight with Gary Foreman. His boxing skills are improving, and he still is the big power puncher that he's always been. But also he's punching better with his right hand now after the surgery that he had to correct a problem that he's been battling with for the last 5 years. He's, for the most part, been a one-handed fighter, fighting the best fighters in the world in the junior welterweight, all the way up to welterweight, and now junior middleweight, with primarily one arm, which is why he's had to depend on his left hook so much. But now he's boxing more, using the left jab better, still having his very powerful left hook effective, and now developing right hand to go with it. So he's looking very good.
Do you really believe Ricardo Mayorga could give Miguel Cotto any trouble?
Ricardo Mayorga can give anyone any trouble, as he's proven in his fights with Oscar De La Hoya and his fight with Shane Mosley, even though he lost. But the first round, he's a nightmare. He's throwing punches from all kind of angles, places where people are not used to punches coming from. And he would come in the ring physically a big guy, probably over 170 pounds. So for the early part of the fight in particular, it could be very difficult for Miguel.
Do you think if you would have been training Miguel Cotto when he fought Manny Paquiao and the fight would have not been in the catch weight, the results would have been different?
I believe that if I had been training Miguel Cotto for his fight with Manny Paquiao, and it had been at the full 147 pounds, the results would have been different. I think Manny is one of the greatest fighters ever. And not saying that he would not have won the fight, so he may have won the fight still. But I think it would have been a different performance on the part of Miguel.
So you're training Miguel Cotto now. Who would you like to see Miguel Cotto face before he would retire?
Well, I would like to see Miguel Cotto win his upcoming fight with Ricardo Mayorga. And then I would like to see him have the rematches, which I think is very important to him and his legacy with Margarito and then Manny Paquiao. And I think he deserves that. I think the fans deserve it. And that is what is very important to me, I think, related to his legacy. He has lost his two biggest marquee value fights, and he lost them in such a tremendous and physically brutal manner that I think he needs a chance to redeem himself in those two fights. This is Emanuel Steward, and you're watching Boxeomundial.